Hello everyone, my name is Ray and this is our model. And the reason why she's sitting, I'm standing because she's too tall for me and we're not gonna fit in the same frame. But anyway, today we're gonna test out the new Fujifilm X-T3 tethered to our computer using Capture One. We're also testing out the autofocus functionality, the AFC, the eye autofocus, etc. And please follow our model Kanina on the Instagram, and her account is down at the below. Just follow her. Okay, let's start.
It's getting hard to figure out what you're about, going it alone, and what you're hiding underneath. I can't believe you're holding on your own. Falling in, you can barely swim. Grab a passing moment and let go. Take a chance. Put it in my hands. You don't have to let the current pull you in. I am a battleship, and I'll never give it up. I will never quit. I am a battleship. Nothing's gonna bring me down. I can take a hit and carry on. Why you look so surprised that we're doing just fine, doing just fine.
Before I get to my impressions, I want to mention the gears we used for this shoot to give you some context. The camera is of course the new Fujifilm X-T3 with a better grip. The lens is XF 16 to 55mm f2.8. We used a 10-foot USB-C cable by Tether Tools Pro to connect the camera to my 15-inch 2018 MacBook Pro that has 32GB RAM and 1TB SSD. The software is Capture One Pro 11, updated to the latest version of 11.3. We used the one-light setup with Godox AD600 Pro and a giant 65-inch silver umbrella by the brand Impact. Our backdrops are Savage seamless paper and a canvas backdrop painted by ourselves. The tethering experience is very smooth and fast. All you need is create a new session in Capture One and plug in the camera. Then Capture One will recognize the camera and start receiving photos. And don't forget that you should configure the camera's PC connection mode to USB tether shooting auto or fixed before you connect the camera to the computer. One thing great about X-T3 for tethering is its side door can be removed to give more space for the cable. However, X-T3 doesn't provide a cable protector like the SH1, and there's no screw hole on it for you to add one. To protect the cable, you can buy a jerk stopper from Tether Tools Pro, but if you are a peak design strap user like us, you can simply put the cable through the strap anchor loop, and this method works perfectly to stop the cable from dangling around. Capture One Pro does a very good job in supporting the new X-T3. From the software, you can see all of the camera settings and choose to import either JPEG or RAW, or both to the computer. I choose to import RAW only and let the camera save both RAW and JPEGs to SD cards as my backup copy. The import speed is very fast. It takes about 1 second for the photo to show up on the computer, which is about the same speed with Sony a7 III. Keep in mind though, your tethering import speed may be different due to the cable and computer you have. When doing continuous high shooting, it is normal to expect the computer to catch up with your shooting speed. You are shooting about 11 photos per second, but the computer is importing 1 photo per second. So you may need to wait for a little bit before another continuous shooting. One great feature of Capture One Pro for tethering is that you can automatically apply picture styles or presets to the imported photos, so that your client or model can quickly get a good idea of what the photos are gonna look like. I think this feature will be even more welcomed by Fujifilm users in the future when the film simulations are available in Capture One Pro. My impressions for the new Fujifilm X-T3 for photoshoot in studio are overall very good. Before I talk about the autofocus performance, I want to remind you that I'm using flash and I keep my ambient light very low, so the camera is focusing in a low light environment. The eye autofocus for photo is very fast and accurate in single shot mode. but I feel it is a little bit slower in AFC mode in this kind of low light situation. As a result, we shot the photos mostly using AFS mode, and we were happy about the results. I did test the eye autofocus in bright daylight, and it works very good in both AFS and AFC modes. However, we think Fuji's eye autofocus is still not perfect and needs more improvements. For example, besides it still needs improvements in low light situations, I noticed sometimes the camera may mistaken a subject for the face, but this doesn't happen a lot. Also, the focus point doesn't lock on the eye as snappy as Sony's. These are my first impressions on using the new Fujifilm X-T3 tethering in studio. We really love this camera and look forward to shooting with it more. Thank you for watching, and that wraps up today, and we hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time. Don't forget to follow us on the Instagram, the links are down below. See you next time. Bye.